So today, what I can do for Sierra Leonean people, and I'm going to do this in English, by the way, because I know I have my folks from Liberia, Ghana, and I want them to see this. But I'm going to expose the ECSL of Sierra Leone and how they've not published the results of the June 24, 2023 elections on their website. And I'm going to use Liberia and Ghana as an example to show Sierra Leoneans how results should be published. In this finding, you might be shocked with Liberia, and I hope Liberia would fix it because maybe they don't know. But again, it just goes to say how the Liberian people have come a long way to understand that they want a peaceful nation, so they were not looking for any confusion or trouble. But when I get to that part of this live, you'll see what I'm talking about when it comes to Liberia's presidential elections, the results that was published. Okay, and but I want to show you. I'm going to compare Sierra Leone to Liberia and Ghana, show you their electoral commission's websites so you guys can see how the disaggregated data was published on these websites by the officials in Liberia and in Ghana. At least you can see it in there. Polling station per polling station, completed polling station results, right? You can see it there. But in Sierra Leone, you will see what the ECSL posted on their website as the results. Blatant disrespect for democracy itself and blatant disrespect for the people of Sierra Leone. So let me show you guys this. Let me take you guys to these websites. Sierra Leone had its elections, like I said again, right? June 24th, 2023. It's 2 years coming this June. We've not had the results posted on the ECSL's website, which is Sierra Leone's website. And I'm going to show you. So this is Sierra Leone's website, okay? This is the website of ECSL in Sierra Leone. This is what it looks like, all right? And we've not had the elections posted up until this day. Let me put it on blast so you guys can see it on the big screen right here, all right? But this is ECSL's website. All right, till this day, I'll get to the website, how you get and search for the results, because a lot of people don't know this. Well, we're going to go into how you search for the results. But I'm going to show you guys last. But I'm going to show you now. Let us start with Liberia. This is Liberia's website. Okay, so for Liberia's website, when you scroll up, you see right there where it says elections, right here. You see my cursor where it's going on the screen, right there. View elections results. So kudos to Liberia, right? Liberia had their elections when? Let's see. Liberia had their elections October 10th. All right? Remember, Sierra Leone had elections June. Okay? So Liberia had their elections July, August, September, and October. 4 months later, right? So we had our elections in June. 4 months later, Liberia had their elections. Take note of that. Be cognizant of that. All right? I want to point that out. Let us be very mindful of that. Okay. Now, this is Liberia's website. Okay. When you click on this, view election results. If I put it on the big screen, you guys can see it better. View election result. Matter of fact, let me zoom it out so you guys can see what I'm talking about right here. See? View election results right there. All right. Right there. See? Right there. View election results. If I click on that, now, it's going to do its thing, trying to find out, get the data for me. And while she's doing that, cleaning that up, it's coming up. All right. Let me come right here. Okay. Because I want you guys to see this, guys. This is how you see the Liberia's result. I'm going to bring it back on the screen. I want you guys to see this. Okay. All right. But this is Liberia's website. This is Liberia's website. Now, when you come right here, you see the map? This is the map. It shows all the counties in Liberia. All right? All the counties in Liberia. Okay? I want you guys to pay attention, everybody. Pay attention with me. All right? Stay with me. All right. Let me remove everything on the screen except for that logo there, because I want you guys to see this. All right? So this is Liberia's website. Okay? Showing the results of the October elections. Remember again, Liberia had their elections in October. We had our elections in June. But this is Liberia's ECSL website, the version of ECSL for Liberia, National Elections Commission. Every data, every results, polling station for polling station, is shown on this 2023. As you can see it right here. You see, what I found out, like I was saying, I've noticed that for some reason, it's like Opongwea ended up winning that elections with 804,000 votes, whilst Boake had 796,000 votes. That's what I kind of found out. But we all know Opongwea was, actually conceded before even all the results were out. So we all know that, so. But when I look this now, so this now Liberia, the own result. Now how they show now so. Every county, when you go to each county, you click on it, you see exactly what it is. This one I really see on the screen now. Okay, everybody pay attention. So this is the presidential runoff elections, the final elections. If you click on Lofa County, see Lofa County, you see how many votes, Boakai get there, how many votes, where gets there, and it'll show you again how many polling stations. So for example, Lofa County, it shows 424. If I click on Lofa County here, let's see. You see, it shows electoral district 01, 02, 03. I hope it's on the screen. I want you guys to see what I'm talking about because we're not making these things up. You see, right here. See? So it breaks it down. It shows you how much votes they had in each of those districts. But let me put everything in perspective on the screen here for you guys because I want you guys to see this. All right? I want you guys to see this. You see, Boakai in Lofa County. You see the breakdown in Lofa County? Boakai had a total of 73,761 votes. How many polling stations? Number of precincts 162. Number of registered voters in Lofa County 177,129. Turnout reported polling places 139,000 people turned out in Lofa County. All right, 424 polling stations in Lofa County in Liberia. Every one of those disaggregated data shown. This is what you guys are seeing. All right, if you look at electoral district 01, it's further, it shows you all how many votes came from electoral district 01. This is it right here. This is what you're seeing right here. This is the amount of votes Lofa County that came from electoral district 01. We get 17 polling stations, number of precincts, 17 polling stations. All right, it has 39,844 registered voters in Lofa County. This is what we talk about when we say disaggregated data. Disaggregated data. This is what we've been talking about. This is what we're talking about. And this is what we want people to understand. Disaggregated data. This is the example of disaggregated data. And I really wanted to share it with you guys so you guys would see what we're talking about. But guys, this is what disaggregated data looks like. So in Lofa County, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 electoral districts. Let me show you now, right here. In Lofa County, you see how many districts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 districts. Each of those districts get the total amount of polling station there. This is all called disaggregated data for Sierra Leoneans. I want you all to see this. I want you guys to understand what's in a disaggregated data, what it's like. This is what it's like. So when you click on each of these, you'll see electoral district 1. You'll see all the polling stations already there. If I click on 2, this is what it is. This is what an example of, disaggregated data is. So in electoral district number 2 in Lofa County, they have 25 precincts, polling station. They have 26,710 registered voters. Of that, 20,000 voters actually voted. We're at 74.95%. So 65 polling stations. Disaggregated data, how much every candidate gets. This is what it is, guys. This is why I'm sharing this with you, because I want you, when we talk, when you have these people, when they say, oh, move on to 2028, there's going to be voter apathy. And we're going to tell our people in Sierra Leone not to vote in the next elections if the international community and everybody else allow Madavi to complete his term. This now is disaggregated data. You see how much each person get in a Lofa County. I can close this out. I go back. No, let us go back. I go back to go back here, right? Electoral Commission of Liberia. I'm gonna go back to the top. Click again on elections results. Let's go back. All right, it does its thing. If you go into Nimba County. Now, if I click on Nimba County, this is what's going to come up. Nimba County has 9 electoral districts. They get a total registered voters of 300. Let me show now. You see, Nimba County has a total number of 307,254 voters. They get 262 precincts, polling station there. So of the 307,000 voters we registered in Nimba County, 248,000 vote, 80.83% of the result. So let me come out of that again. Let me show now. So 736 polling stations, 19 in Nimba County, right here. Now this here, right here. 736 polling stations, 19 in Nimba County. I want you guys to see this. 736 polling stations in Nimba County. All right? And then you see how much votes each candidate get in Nimba County. In total, in Nimba County. This is the total number of votes by the candidates there. Joseph Boakai get 138,070 votes, where 59% of the votes are Boakai, Nimba County. Opongwea get 50,000 votes. But this is all the disaggregated data. This is what we're talking about. All right? If I go back, actually, let me go back to Nimba County. Huh? You see, if you go to electoral district number 2, electoral district number 2, you see how many polling stations? Because let's do number 1. Electoral district number 1. You see, they have 36,197,000, right? I tell you that earlier on. This is disaggregated data by polling station. So they get 81 polling station. All the 81 polling station, they report them. Now in this this is all the 81 polling stations inside electoral district number 1 in Nimba County. Now, what we call about disaggregated data, polling station by polling station in Sierra Leone. This is what we've been asking for ECSL to post it on the website. But they're not posting it on the website. And this is why I'm doing this, because I want you guys to see this. This is Nimba County. If I go to electoral district number 2 in Nimba County, you see, disaggregated data. This is it right here. It shows you electoral district number 2 in Nimba County. There are 35 polling stations within that county, within that precinct, electoral district number 2. 35 polling stations. This is how much votes Boakai gets now. Each of those 35 polling stations inside electoral district number 2 in Nimba County. All right. If you come to ECSL's website, without much ado, let me show now what we talk about when we're talking now. Elections results. You come to election results. This is the ECSL's website, Sierra Leone's Electoral Commission's website. Up till this day, 2 years later, they've not published the disaggregated data. What they gave us was a grand total. They could not break down the disaggregated data like Liberia did. Sierra Leone did. Let me show now. Presidential election result. Let me put on the big screen and I want to see. You see? 2023 election results. Can you imagine? And think about this. The elections was in June and they could not even upload, even this result was not uploaded until August. So July and August, 2 months later. But this is ECSL's website. All right? So this is the ECSL website. When you come to the top here, you see where it says, let me make it big for you. When you go to ECSL, ec.gov.sl, you see, you click on elections. Under elections, that is where everything opens up for you, right? And then you see all the stuff. So this is it right here, 2023 presidential election results. If you click on this, let's click on it. Let's see. Let us see what they come up. This is what comes up on ECSL's webpage. Statement from the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Nowhere in Liberia's, electoral, page, website, did you see the commissioner had to make a statement talking about this and that and all that nonsense, right? But this is what you see in ECSL's page. Statement from the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Let's put it on the screen now. in exercise of the powers conferred on it by sections 33, 42(2)(e), and 38(a), as amended of the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, you know, all that bogus talk, right, Salon people? Now, look what they give we. This is the result. This is what we should go with. Below is the total number of votes obtained by each presidential candidate. And just give we by Mohamed, you know, Cherno, National Democratic Alliance Party, 21,000 votes. Bio, 1,566,000 votes. APC, Samura Kamara, 1,148,000 votes. This is all they're giving us. This is all they're giving us. Sierra Leoneans, them. Well, now we wise up, man. Let us stop this foolishness now, country, man. This is not just Liberia. They force Liberia and Sierra Leone. Not even go to Ghana yet. Liberia, polling station for polling station. Disaggregated data by disaggregated data. Every polling station. I'll take you back to Liberia. Right here. This is what you call disaggregated data. You go to inside Nimba County. Again, remember, in Nimba County in Liberia, there are 9 electoral districts. They get 9 electoral districts in Nimba County in Liberia. Each one, if you go to electoral district number 3, let's go to number 4. Electoral district number 4 has 35,350 registered voters. That's 28,000 voted, 28,633 voted. And then they get 30 polling stations. In each of those polling stations, Joseph Boakai get 18,000 total. Where I get 5,491. That is 35 polling stations in Nimba County electoral district number 5. Number 4. This is disaggregated data. This is the definition of disaggregated data. Look at the disgrace of ECSL. Look what the ECSL they give me for results. This is it. Nothing else. This is it. It just gives me the grand total. When I give you the disaggregated data, no. Give us the disaggregated data, no. And Sierra Leoneans are sitting there talking about Dr. Samarkama, go meet Marabio. Therefore, we're going to meet Marabio. That's the end of that day. Now move on to 2028. This man is a presidential candidate for the APC party. Who else is going to meet with Marabio? Marabio don't tiff the elections. APC sits aside. No member of parliament are going to parliament. No, Freetown City Council mayors and all of that. All these people are going to not the various places of job. They sit on. There had to be a negotiation. Who is the leader of the APC party at the time? Who's the flag bearer of the APC? Now, Dr. Samura Kamara, Marabio Kola. They have a meeting. They take the meeting. They go to a party officials. There. This is what this man say. Oh, now this what he go for say. I tell us I don't say anything. And they can report back to them. They go report to them. The party come at the highest level. NAC, the second highest decision making body in the APC party. The NAC come together and say, okay, we're going to a national agreement. The agreement for national unity was born. Hence the tripartite committee. They on a pas big fool là. On a pas big fool là. These are the things I'm showing you guys. Disaggregated data. What it's like. Oh, they ask people. Some man don't understand what's disaggregated data. Okay, we're giving it to you now. This is what disaggregated data is. Then disaggregated data. Line by line, polling station by polling station. How much votes commodity? Let us see the shame and the disgrace where ECSL put people. Let's go to Liberia. This is Liberia. If I go back, you go into each county. When I see that, each county, any of these county you click, the disaggregated data will show. But this is the only side that I'm this the people of, I don't know, guys. This is the total, of the 5,890 polling stations, when they go into the runoff. Total votes were 1,949,000. You see the total votes, upon where I get 804,000. I don't know if this is a clerical mistake that needs to be fixed, but from the look of this, from the runoff, it shows like Opongwe actually won that elections in Liberia. But that's a conversation for Liberians to handle, right? That is a conversation for Liberians to handle. But this, I'm just showing you guys, because these are the total results. Now we see so now. Opongwe has 804,000, and then Boakai gets 796,000. It looks like maybe Opongwe just kind of conceded very early, you know, for the sake of peace, because Koloba, Honorable Yeke Koloba was on his tail. But from this, look of this result, it looks like Opongwe won the elections in Liberia. But I'm just using the Liberia as an example because, again, every disaggregated data by polling station is tabulated and shown and is published on the website of their electoral commissioner. Kudos to Liberia and the people of Liberia. If I click on Sino County, let's see together. You see Sino County? This is Sino County right here. All right? Sino County, number of registered voters, 55,579. Number of precincts, 81. That's the polling station there. So in Nimba County, they have total of 81 polling stations there. That's Sino County. And then let's look further how they broken down. Then get 3 electoral districts. 3 electoral districts. In Sino County, there are 3 electoral districts. And if we click on each of these districts, it would show us how many polling stations. So again, 81 polling stations. Now the total within inside Sino County, right? 81 polling stations is the total polling station within inside Sino County. In Sino County, when you click on each of these electoral districts, it will tell you how much polling station there are each district. So electoral district number 1 get 20 polling stations. Now, so 20 again. Remember the total number of polling stations in Sino County is 81, right? So the first electoral district gets 20. The second one gets 27. So that's 47. All right? And then the third one gets 34. And that is how you get 81 polling stations in Sino County. But then further breaking down into electoral districts. Sierra Leone, not to this way, ask for ECSL to publish it on the website, but this is Liberia's Electoral Commission's website. Disaggregated data, polling station by polling station. You see? So again, when you look at Sino County, when they tell you that, okay, Opongwe had 29,000 votes, 29,639 votes in Sino County. Boakai gets 4,468 votes in Sino County. But then further break them down by electoral district, so you would see how they get the total numbers they need. So in electoral district number 1, George Weah gets 11,337 votes. And then Boakai gets 1,549 votes. Then if you go to electoral district number 2, it shows you then Opongwe gets 9,558 when you put all the 27 polling stations together. In electoral district number 2 in Sino County, 9,558 votes. Guys, this is what we've been asking for. This is what they asked for. This should call disaggregated data. But go to ECSL's website. Look what the ECSL do. Shame. This is what the ECSL do as a result. And then we said, produce the disaggregated data. Shame on ECSL. Look at what they gave us. Some stupid letter, you know. Look, the stupid letter we put by virtue of the Constitution vested in me and blah blah blah, all the stupid foolishness. And this is what we have. Now this we accept as Sierra Leoneans. They idiots that when they say Dr. Samara come and sell. Oh, Dr. Samara come and sell to Marabio. What are you gonna do? Again, like how we brought that cash box break and down for wait you say, but if we get family property, one person go sell on a degree, una sell on a 5. Una go agree. The APC executive una go sit on a agree so man go sell. Also, una say this man go sell, but this man I know stand up like a defense say in want the election results. In want the results of the elections. The people of Salon deserve better. He don't say he ready for team up and defend democracy. Una the executive, una say una the walk away. Una don't be in campaign for 2028. Everybody wants to be president. Everybody wants to be president in Sierra Leone. But nobody wants to go back and defend the elections. Guys, look at what ECSL gave us. This is the result we should accept from ECSL. Therefore, by the powers vested in me as the National Returning Officer, Section 67, 51.2 and 92.4 of the Public Elections Act, blah, 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 all that bullshit and nonsense, foolishness, stupidity. Yeah? Look at all this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. Yeah? What did they catch some people? What did they catch we? This is what the ECSL give me for results. I'm not even reached to Liberia yet, to Ghana yet. This is just Liberia. Look at Liberia. Broken down, tabulated, county by county, everything. Disaggregated data on the website. Tell me how confusion go there in that country today. Now, let's go to Ghana. This is Ghana's electoral commission.